Let's take a look at some rocks first. Here's a small selection from Mount Tarawera, a volcano in the central North Island of New Zealand. All of them started out as blobs of lava, but they quickly cooled and solidified after being erupted. The rhyolite on the left is crystalline. It's full of quartz and feldspar crystals, along with some specks of mica and amphibole. The black obsidian is a type of glass that usually forms when lava is rapidly quenched by water. On the right is pumice, a rock that is also made of glass but in a more fibrous form. Pumice contains a myriad of air pockets that make it light enough to float. This is a plutonic rock called Gabro. It forms from magma beneath the Earth's surface. During the cooling process, it had plenty of time to grow large, well-defined crystals of black pyroxene, grey feldspar, and green olivine. It came from the extinct Dunedin volcano, where I have lived for most of my life. To the west, in an area called Swinburne, we occasionally find gold-coloured blocks like this. It's a metamorphic rock called quartzite, formed when pre-existing sandstone is baked underground. Quartzite is extremely resistant to erosion. It is both physically tough and chemically inert, so it lasts for a long time on the Earth's surface. A more common metamorphic rock in this area is gneiss, known locally as a Tigerschist. Its striped appearance comes from alternating layers of white quartz and grey feldspar minerals. This indicates the influence of intense pressure and stress over geological time. Essentially, it was formed by the compression of New Zealand's continental crust, as neighbouring tectonic plates were pushed together. This rock is rather more mysterious. An orthosite is a rare plutonic rock on Earth, made up almost entirely of calcium-rich feldspar minerals. In this case, the dominant feldspar mineral is labradorite, which has this unique type of iridescent colouring. Interestingly, an orthosite is quite common on the Moon, where it makes up the pale portions of the lunar highlands. Coming back to Earth now, we find another rare rock called Lapis Lazuli. This one is metamorphic. It is formed by the heating of limestone under certain chemical conditions. The royal blue colour comes from a mineral called lazulite, while the white layers contain calcite and the gold specks are cubes of pyrite. I bought the specimen from a local shop, but it originally came from a mine in Afghanistan. Next in my collection we have some vivid blue agate, in two sizes. Agate is fairly common, and it can occur in practically any colour, depending on the exact chemical elements within it. Inside are growth rings that hint at how it forms. It precipitates from water inside a rocky cavity, one layer of atoms at a time, until the cavity is completely filled, or the water runs out of elements to precipitate. This layered structure makes agate very good at absorbing heat, which is why I use the bigger piece to keep my drinks cool. If you know anything about minerals, you've probably heard of amethyst. It's a well-known purple variety of quartz, or crystalline silica. The colour usually comes from iron impurities. Heaps of amethyst are exported from South America, especially Brazil, where the middle specimen came from. I'm not sure where the other two pieces are from, but I think they were given to me as gifts when I was very young. Here we have a piece of schist from Broken Hill in Australia, but I'm mainly interested in one specific mineral it contains. This little beauty is a crystal of Almendine, the most common type of garnet. When I first saw this, its geometric faces, deep red colour, and metallic sheen were unlike anything I'd seen in nature before. Like all garnets, it is rich in aluminium, but this variety also contains plenty of iron, making it incredibly durable. This is a different type of garnet, but it's been polished smooth and deposited on a beach by the waves. Its greenish colour is thought to be provided by the element calcium. As you can see here, it's nicely translucent. To finish off this video, here's a look at my calcite collection. All of this material was once part of the same boulder, until I needed to practice using a geological hammer. Calcite is quite common in the Earth's crust. It's the main ingredient in limestone, and its metamorphic equivalent, marble. In crystalline form, it can take on a bewildering array of shapes, and it has a variety of fun optical properties, including double images. I also find it useful for making cave dioramas. That's about it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing to my channel so you don't miss the next one. You can also leave comments, questions, or requests for future topics below. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.